Hey, hi there. Hi everyone. How are you all? Hope you all are happy, healthy, and safe at your home. This is Priya, teacher, once again to help you out know all about your quarterly exams this year in the year 2020. It's been quite adventurous this year, right? We all have learned a lot from life lessons actually, yeah, and we feel much stronger and confident now, right? So let's move in and try to see what exactly do we have in this short video session about the quarterly exams or the unit test 1 for this year. Well, what does this session include? It includes all about the quarterly exams for this year, that is the unit test 1. Before we begin on, let's start with a nice really thought. There's no alternative to hard work. Is there really? Some of them say that I work really smart, but smart work can pay you off some bonus for a short term. If you're planning or if your goal is a long-term success effect, you have to work hard, honestly and sincerely. There is no alternative, no substitute for hard work. Trust me, seriously, believe me. You have to work hard to have a better future and try it. And believe in yourself always. Right? Let's start with the exams of 2020. That's the first one, online test that we all are going to face. Well, the good news is that you know what, we are going to have all the questions in the form of MCQs. Quite easy, right? Yes, it's going to be easy, but a little tough in the form that you can get confused if you go through the options there. Let's start off. The quarterly exams are going to be based on the 40% of the annual or the yearly syllabus, complete English subject syllabus. Only 40% topics will be included for the quarterly exams test. Then half yearly exam will be conducted on the 70% syllabus of the year 2020, and 3 annual exams will be conducted, or which you call it as prelims, for on the 90% of the total syllabus of the year. And then you've got final exams that will be again for 100%, not 90. It will be for 100%. Okay. So 40% syllabus for quarterly, half yearly 70%, pre-annual for 90, and annual exams for all the 100%. And do remember, there is never an alternative for hard work. Now let's try to check what all do we need to do now. New updates every new minute. Yeah. Let's move on with the spirit. Hi spirit. Hey, how's the Josh everyone? Everyone is working hard. You all are my smart learners. I know you all. So let's buckle up. Let's try to understand what exactly is it going to be in the assessment criteria. How is your English speaking skill getting to be assessed? A judgment is going to be given on your total 10 years English learning project. How is it going to be? Ideally, the exams that you write is for 80 marks, right? And then the remaining 20 marks, how do you score the remaining 20 marks? So to make it complete 100 marks, that we will try to understand right now. So when you write the 80 marks final exams or the 80 marks half yearly exams, then the remaining 20 marks are termed as the internal assessment, which are the internal scores which are given by the schools, and the 80 marks board exam papers that you write do count as the written exams, right? So let's now try to understand the internal 20 marks which are given by the school, by us. Under this category, the internal assessment, we have got multiple assessment for 5 marks. Throughout the year, we do multiple activities, many multiple activities, projects. Like this time, we are also going to have art integrated projects for our state Odisha. So that marks will be considered. That project marks will be considered for all these 4 types of categories. Let's try to understand how is it been split up. Yeah, multiple assessment 5 marks, portfolio and notebook is going to be for 5 marks. Okay, what exactly is a portfolio? Does everyone know? Portfolio is maintaining all the activities related English to be done in the form of a full-scape paper or assignment paper, and filing it properly, sequentially, chronologically, and making a nice presentation along with a systematic index. That's what a portfolio is. Then your regular classwork. How many notebooks have you maintained for English? One is your regular classwork, in which you write your textual works. The first flight notes, that's the notebook, and the second you've got your grammar classwork. In your grammar classwork you've got 2 sections. The 60% of your grammar classwork goes to the basic grammar topics, and the 40% of the grammar classwork goes to creative writing section. Now don't ask me what is creative writing. Diary entries, essay writing, story, letter, and all these are creative writings. Then third section under the internal 20 marks is the subject enrichment activities, which would be listening skills, speaking skills, etc. That's for 5 marks. And best 2 of the 3 exams that you give 10th standard, which is your quarterly exams for 40 marks, your half yearly exams for 80 marks, and again your pre-annual exams for 80 marks. And later on you've got a series of tests which will train you to write the expected answers in the given number of minutes. So that's all about the internal assessment 20 marks, 5 for multiple assessment, 5 for portfolio and notebook, and 5 for subject enrichment. Of course, the best scores of all the 3, 2 best scores will be converted to 5. No. Thus, the unit tests are already scheduled from the 4th of August to the 8th of August. It's going to be a 5-day test. Every day one test will be there, and it's going to be all online, and it's going to be all in the form of MCQs. The total score or the total marks for this test will be 40 marks. If you really perform well, you can directly score 40 marks in your English test. Seriously, yes, that will be double. So it's a good opportunity if you really do take it seriously. It can take you levels high, as it is going to be online and MCQ test. So it's a good opportunity to score 100% marks in English as well. All MCQs, then the time span is going to be 1 hour, and hopefully or probably we are going to try to set this early in the morning sessions itself, before afternoons, so that you do have the devices handy and you feel quite fresh to answer your questions. Okay? Then beforehand preparations and submissions are quite necessary. It is being advised that you do set a 5-minute before alarm before the closure time of your test, so that you submit your test on time and you don't delay. There's no excuse then, right? Now let's try to understand the paper pattern that's going to be there for your quarterly exams online tests. Well, the paper pattern is going to be this way. The first 2 questions or the first 10 questions are going to be all based on reading comprehension. Comprehension would be given, it could be a discursive passage or it also could be a factual passage. Discursive passage, like we've already discussed, is something in which multiple things are discussed in a single passage or single text, where it's not easy to bifurcate where exactly the topic 1 ends and the second topic begins on. That's what a discursive passage is. And a factual passage is where we discuss one case, one incident, or one personality, person based. So that's the reason it is even also called as case study passage or factual passage. And here it can also happen that one long passage will be split up into 2 parts. The first part will be given in the question 1, and on that first part 5 questions will be asked. Okay, then in question number 6 you will have the second part of the same passage, and then 5 more questions on the second part of the passage, same passage, right? So reading comprehension altogether would count for 10 marks. Then you've got the texture, that is what's your textbook name? Beehive. Beehive is going to be framed for prose and poetry, which would altogether be for 14 marks, as you have got total 7 lessons. So probably 2 questions from each lesson or each topic is expected. So question number 11 to question number 24 would all be about the book Beehive, your regular textbook. So textual questions will altogether be for 14 marks, 14 marks. And grammar, the topics for 9th standard are parts of speech, modals and tenses. 3 topics are there. So based on these 3 topics, 10 marks MCQs will be based. Question number 21 and question number 2 up to question number 30 will all be about these 3 topics. In the form of MCQs, of course, there is a time limit of this. Then question 31 to 40 will talk all about the supplementary reader, which is your Moments book. From that Moments book, 10 questions will be asked to you. 6 questions will be asked. Beehive books, the syllabus is The Fun They Had, The Sound of Music, Part 1, Evelyn Glenn, Part 2, Bismillah Khan, and the third topic is The Little Girl. And then you also have the fourth topic, the Truly Beautiful Mind. So 4 lessons from your main course book, that is the Beehive book. Prose topics. Prose means lessons, 4 lessons. Then you have got the syllabus of your book Beehive, poetry topic, The Road Not Taken, first poetry, and the second poetry, Wind, and the third poetry, Rain on the Roof. So you have got 4 lessons and 2 poetry, 4 prose topics and 3 poetry topics for your quarterly exams. Clear? Then from your supplementary reader, that is your Moments book, you've got 2 topics again, The Lost Child and the Adventure of Tutu. Since Tutu is the name of a monkey over there, have you read that lesson? Go through the lesson. Since we do not deal with this lesson or these topics in the class, it is a supplementary reader. You have to read it on your own and learn it out on your own. So please try to underline, remember all the nooks and corners, details of these 2 topics from your supplementary reader, because anything could be asked from any corner for the MCQ. Okay? Then the grammar topic, like we've discussed, we've got parts of speech, we've got tenses, and we've got modals. Do go through your worksheets. That's going to be definitely helpful for you for grammar. Now, a little guidelines for you. Do prepare yourself well, seriously, on the correct subject for that day with the updated syllabus, of course. Correct subject, I mean tomorrow if it is maths paper and I prepare for English, that won't help me at all. So I need to prepare for maths with the updated syllabus. I don't waste my time on studying the deleted one. Then study and practice according to the paper pattern, of course, and do follow the worksheets for English. Then be ready beforehand with a charged device, of course, because these days it's raining outside. You at times do not have currents, so do keep your device charged and to have internet on access on the exam days. Do mention your full name in your exams. For instance, if my name is Yuga Vinod Suryavanshi and we have 2 Yugas in the class and we just mention our first name, that won't help me any which ways. Like I do have 2 Pranavs in my class, one Pranav Ingulkar and the other one is Pranav Mehetre. If both of them do write just Pranav, I will not be able to bifurcate their scores. So it's really important to mention your complete name. And it's a good habit to write your full names on your official submissions. Then have a rough paper or a pen handy to note down in case if you have any queries or in case if you are left out or confused with the answer and you want to solve it later. So just note it down and move ahead. Also, do not toggle or play or shuffle between the sites when you are answering. Answer seriously. If you toggle, play or shuffle between 2 websites or sites, it will not allow you to submit the answer, because it could happen that your internet connection is poor and you're not able to submit your answer then later on. So do not toggle play or shuffle, very important to be successful while submitting your answers. Then to submit on time, please set a 5 minutes before alarm before your closure time, so that you can work out your answers or summarize all your answers in the last 5 minutes. Quickly check that you have answered all the questions. Then the test should be attempted only and only once. It should not be like a trial or a practice, not at all allowed. The first attempt will be calculated. Then results will be prepared by the school if the test is submitted successfully on time. Very important. Results will be prepared by the school if the test is submitted successfully and on time. So and the results will stay with the school, will be with the school. Understand? This is going to be the schedule for 9th standard, the art integrated project, which you have got to work out for the internal 20 marks score for individual subject. Each class teacher will give you your project. You have to work it out in groups. It is not an individual activity, it is a team project. So every month one subject, one project, 1 month. Okay. So teachers will give you all the detailed instructions and requirements for the projects, expectations, the rubrics, how are you going to be judged or marks will be given for that project. So you can take a screenshot particular subject. For the art integrated project, the individual class teacher will make groups. For example, if my class has got 38 students, 10th D, then I will break that number of students into 5 different groups. First 8 students in one group, group number A or group B, C and group D, for example, not exactly roll number wise, because each group will have variety of people in there. Someone who will be art creative, someone who will be techno savvy, technologically sound, someone who will be able to do the leadership, someone who will be able to blend it off all together and present it properly, put it forth properly. So it is not necessary that you will be grouped in sequentially, but your class teacher will form groups. Okay. And then according to your groups, your contact details will be shared and you will work it out together. So one project, 1 month, one subject. That was just for example. That group will be further divided into group A1, group A2, so that responsibilities and activities will be split off for that particular project, for that particular subject, for that particular month. So then you have subgroups, the groups inside the group that will be handed over particular responsibilities, and you will work out and complete the project before the given date. Okay. Well, that's all from my end. Do take care, stay happy. Bless you. God bless you.